replacement project management hat, and despite my last video not including me wearing my project management hat, I am still doing my project management course. I do not know what week it is, but I am back in the UK, and we've just come back from India about 2 days ago, and I'm experiencing the beauty of the English weather when it is beautiful. The English weather is a bit like it's a bit like when the DVD is on the paused kind of idle mode, when you've got the little DVD symbol that bounces back and forth around the screen, and you're really hoping it's going to hit that corner, and it never basically ever happens, but when it does happen, it's sublime. And that's just the same as the English weather. The beautiful sun, if you can see it. Can you see it? I don't know, I can't even see it because I can't even see the screen. But the sun's beating down, it's really nice, and yet, because we're actually a fairly small island, you can still get a nice breeze. It's lovely when those two work together. I have fond memories of lying on the field when I was in junior school, just lying there on the field when it was a nice warm lunchtime, just really enjoying life. It's a nice day. It's a very nice day. I never really realised how much the sun impacts you. It makes you so much happier when it's there. It's really nice. Financially, well, me and Pra are pretty much broke. I'm probably going to have to ask my parents for some for a loan or something from them, just to get us through these last weeks. It's I've literally got about 4 weeks, not less than 4 weeks now. Oh no, less than 5 weeks now until my project management course comes officially to an end, whether I finished or not. So this is the last push. I've got 3 things I need to do. I've got to do a verbal in-house assessment about whether I know my stuff in the project management space. And then I've got the Agile PM, well, it's not the first one I do, but the Prince 2 foundational exam, accredited by I don't know who. And 2, I've got the Agile PM foundation course to do, exam to do to get this certificate. And then it's over to the team who I've applied with, IT Career Switch, I think that's what they're called, and they're there to give me basically a job through all of this. So financially, we're pretty much now broke. I did put £40 into the stock market of 150 that I had left in cash, just accumulated over my birthdays and Christmases and stuff. Socially, Pra's also she also went for a trial shift today, so that should have been pretty good for her. It doesn't seem like it's it maybe seems like she'd want it to be a bit more chatty, but it's all about experiences and learning, and the more experiences you have, the more potential kind of situations you can be put in to learn something new. And then the more things you learn new, the more there is also a potential for that knowledge to be exercised and to give you more leverage or more kind of ability to execute things, which then also brings you more potential leverage in whatever job you want to go into or whatever thing you want to do with your life. So yeah, so it's all good in that way. What else? Socially, yeah, I met up with my friends yesterday. One of my friends did the kind of mock come down with me thing. That was really nice. It was really nice to see them all. But I don't know if I really feel like I can connect with a few of them. Sometimes, really. And I think my humour's growing in a different direction to theirs as well. But one-on-one, I can work really well with quite a lot of them. Mentally, I'm okay. I'm a little bit stressed out. The project management course, it feels a little bit daunting about it all. Like, actually now taking the exams, because I kind of feel that, if I fuck it up, I've got to wait at least a week, I think, until I take the next one. And I've got to pay through it from my own pocket, which I don't have the money for. So I need to kind of get it right first time. I need to kind of get it right first time if I don't want to have to do it again or stall things. I think the correct way to think about it is to think, well, hey, look, even if I fail or something, life keeps on moving on, and as I've been reading from the Think and Grow Rich, one of the thoughts that you can have is to think that every disadvantage has a counterpart kind of advantage that you then later can find, or even at some point it puts you in a position where you're advantageous in a different area. And so, or in the same area. But yeah, so I think I've been procrastinating quite a lot on this, on the revision now. Also because the kind of revision's pretty boring. I kind of don't really feel like I have a clear defined goal. And then I think the goals I've made myself are a bit too big. So then it's like, why would I want to try and achieve a goal that's too big for myself, really? Physically as well, went to the chiropractors yesterday. He seemed like the guy said that it seemed like I'm doing pretty good, and I'm just kind of looking forward to now being able to afford to be able to try some new diets out. I'm really looking forward to having a bit of money coming in once I've got the job on the road. I'm also worried as well that I won't be able to get the job because it will require driving, and I won't have driving. But that's just a worry, if I keep on thinking about something like that, I'm going to be paralysed, and then I'm certainly not going to get a job. What else is there? Yeah, mentally as well, I've kind of been... Again, I realised how kind of panicky I can often be. Like, for instance, I was really stressing today about needing to get the project management stuff done, and then needing to get some of the house cleaning done for when Prague gets back, because I felt that it would reflect badly on me, and I thought of myself as though I was a bad partner if I was just to not do things. And I think maybe that's kind of reflected from my childhood about disappointing my parents, and my parents saying, oh, you're this thing, you're that thing, and maybe that's how I feel that Prague will react to me in a way. So I think overall I kind of feel like how I usually feel, which is often kind of a little bit of a stressed out, worried state. And I kind of feel like I'm probably boring for other people to speak to you because of that reason. You know, if I give them any insight into my life, I feel like it will most likely be boring. And it'd be the same old complaining. This thing's this way, that thing's that way. And no one wants to hear that for long periods of time. So I think that's how I feel. An uneasiness in my gut. But a nice sunny day to enjoy. I've been reading Think and Grow Rich, as I've been saying, and I also want to read the 4-Hour Work Week and a bunch of other kind of finance books and books about those types of things. And I think I also worried that I wouldn't be able to transition my project management job into a kind of a 4-Hour Work Week format, but that's just worries again. It's just a kind of simple uncertainty. So I should just treat it that way. Uncertainty is an uncertainty, but it's neutral, realistically. It means I'm not prepared for what comes, but it also means that what comes might also be positive or negative. I can't really tell. And besides, it's also defeating. This comes from the anxiousness comes from the idea that, what will happen next. I won't be able to survive. In a very kind of ultimate view. That's my opinion on anxiousness. It's the idea that, whatever is going to happen next, I'm not going to be able to survive, and I'm going to kind of break down in some way and dissolve as a certain, thing that I am. I think that's what anxiousness is. But I don't need to think that. Yeah, I guess that's how I feel. I think that's that's a kind of positive thing. I can think more kind of growth mindset-ish. I can also just enjoy looking at the sun, looking at things for a short bit. There's a beautiful day. There's a nice day. What else? Yeah, that's what I was going to say about the reading. So I've been reading these finance stuff, and it really makes me want to then kind of go that route. And I can do that. But maybe one of the next phases I can focus on, at least my reading, is I can start focusing on maybe mental health. Or maybe I'll just keep on putting it off. But that probably doesn't sound like the best idea. Mental health is such an important thing. But it kind of feels like it's so many other things that need to be done. But maybe, I just need to remember it's a priority. Maybe I don't feel like it's that I can ever, maybe it's such a long task that it kind of feels like it would take years to recover, and so therefore it becomes a passive thing, because you can't make a priority, because if you make a priority, nothing else will get done, and it's okay that nothing else will get done, but when nothing else will get done for about 10 years, maybe 15 or 20 years, then, you know, you kind of missed out on 20 years worth of doing stuff. But, you know, maybe it isn't that way. Maybe you can really improve your mental health in like a pretty quick time, and then just have a so much better quality of life beyond that. Maybe I feel that I can't have a good mental health. Like that there's some kind of obstacles that I can't resolve. And so I will feel like I've got bad mental health for as long as they're there, and they'll always be there. So maybe that's why I don't bother about it. But these are just the thoughts, they're not reality. And depending on what you think, that will very much largely dictate how you live your life. So I can think that and keep on continuing to feel miserable and not do anything about it. Or I can think that I can move past things, no matter what it is. Let the truth prevail and get better. I think I could do that second one. I think that'd be a good way to do things. Well, thank you very much for listening to me. Hope you're having a nice week. Hope wherever you are, it's good weather. And I'll see you in the next video. The next video will be the second thing that I think is essential. Well, no, not essential, but it's the second thing that has instantly, with an asterisk, improved my life for the better. It's like, you know, dialed up my life in a completely different dimension. And I think it's something that is very much worth doing. But yeah, that's where I am. Maybe the time after that I'll be one step closer to getting the exams done. Maybe even next time you'll see that I may have completed my revision, and I might have even done the verbal assessment. I've got jury duty for the next kind of 2 weeks. At the end of this, as you see this on Monday, I'll be in a jury determining the fate of someone, in part, so that's also interesting. But yeah, I'll let you guys get back to your own thing. I hope you've enjoyed listening to my reflections, and hope it's helped you think through some new things as well. And yeah, I'll see you guys again at some point. Love you.